interesting that the true pros can take a challenge and make it something really advantageous in a space. Please welcome Shai DeLuca Tomasi, Karen Kane joining us. Really beautiful room there, Karen.
Thank you.
We want to talk a little bit about challenges. We all have it. Everyone has a house that's shaped a little bit different and has its own, challenges. So we thought, why don't you bring a few of your challenge and tell us how you sort of flipped it around. We're going to start with the ceiling challenge with you, Shai.
Yes, so we are currently working on a project. Actually, we're going to be featuring it in October with sprawling ceilings. They're 25 feet high.
Wow.
And in a space like that, this is a cottage, so we still wanted to make it feel a little bit warm and inviting. And how do you do that when you have those really high ceilings? So we got this great custom light fixture done, which is a pendant, but it's a couple pendants and it hangs. And people always say, well, should I do kind of like a static one piece? What that does is it almost lowers the ceiling, which kind of goes against what we tried to do here. But when you have cascading lights like that, it still lowers it enough, but it's airy enough that you can still kind of feel that beautiful open space, but it makes it a little bit more personal, a little bit more down to what, people's level.
That is very cool.
Lighting.
I love that. That's a cottage, huh?
That's a cottage.
Wow.
It's not my cottage, I wish. But yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, we have a challenge, Karen, that you showed us. So we have stairs where you're going to see the foyer. The problem is they wanted a closet space. They wanted a powder room.
The before shot is the original house. It was a very traditional Victorian house, and we wanted to blow it all out and create an open concept space, a little bit more contemporary. So by doing so, we took away all the walls, and so there's nowhere to hide anything. So what we did is we created a space underneath the staircase.
That's beautiful.
So if you look to the left, there's a sort of a white area. So we put the powder room underneath the staircase and a closet. Tuck them both behind the paneled wall. That way they both just disappear. There's no hardware showing either. So you really don't know they're there unless you're the homeowner.
That is so cool.
Beautiful.
And that looks like a walk-in closet. Like
it's
you can
a walk-in closet.
Walk in there.
The staircase is 36 inches wide. So you walk in a little bit, you've got hanging along the back and then 2 towers for shoes and hats and mitts, and then even beside that there's pullouts for shoes.
Oh, that's cool.
So the whole space has been used really effectively.
Yeah.
And again, it's elegant and sophisticated.
There is no one has any excuse in that house to be messy. Everything is hidden behind a paneled wall. Like, just throw it in there. Throw it under the stairs. It's amazing. It's genius. I wish I had that. I know we've talked about this before in the show, Brian, but the biggest challenge that you've probably faced is just dealing with elevators.
Access, yes. We did an apartment in New York, in a beautiful building in New York, but the elevators are small, and a lot of the buildings don't have service elevators. They were built before that. And every time, we're designing this beautiful space, but every piece that we design, from the rugs to the furniture, is how are we going to get it in there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't just buy a huge rug and roll it up. It won't fit in the elevator. So how are you going to put the rug together upstairs? The sofa had to be, it was a big sofa in one of the rooms, it had to be modular in pieces like this. So we had to have it made in pieces. So when it's all together, everything was the right scale. But every piece, we're like, does it fit in the elevator? Does it fit in the elevator? Because I didn't want all this furniture sitting on Fifth Avenue. So you have to think, and now with so many people living in condominiums nowadays and going to showrooms and seeing beautiful things, think about the access. Getting it in the elevator and out of the elevator, because the elevator door may open up and the wall is 3.5 feet in front of it.
That's
to the hallway.
right.
So how are you getting it out also?
Yeah.
So you have to really think about access.
Think ahead. All right, we're going to go to break. We've got lots more coming up on Home Day. Stay with us.